Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on an item frame combination lock. Now what's great about this guy is the fact that this bad boy is 100% silent. Now we do have our light indication here to let us know that we put in the correct password. And I've also added a lot of cool little features. Now the password I put was 1234. Now some of the features I added are completely optional, and I'm about to show you right now. Look at that. That was pretty cool. Now check that. What we added here, besides the correct code and the light getting active, is the fact that when you put in the correct code, you get a note sound or a doorbell of some kind, and an item gets directly shot at you at the same time. Look at that. That's awesome. But those features are completely optional. Now, as you can see, guys, the redstone, like I said previously, is simple. It's really not that complicated, and I try to make this as symmetrical as possible. And for what it's worth, guys, it looks great. Now that is the note block system. I'm going to show you how I made mine, but you can really make any style that you want and kind of make your own special tone. Now on top of here, what we have here is a dropper facing the redstone lamp. And it's pretty much getting activated by that redstone dust. So before we can get to it, let's jump into the tutorial part of it. Now you will need these basic materials. You will need a block of your choice, some half slabs, a few item frames, redstone dust, redstone torch, repeaters, comparators, redstone lamp, and of course some note blocks and droppers, but that's completely optional. Now we'll be putting all the information in the description of exactly how much you'll need. Now feel free to pause this video and have this set up before you even start the build. These are very important things to have when you start building this, trust me. You need that kind of spacing. Now guys, once you've done that, you're going to go all the way right here to the front part, go about one block forward and place 2 blocks side by side. See? With of course a space in the middle. Then place one comparator on top of there going forward towards the back, and one going towards the side inwards like so. Now that first comparator you place, you want to activate it, okay? It's very important. Then you're going to place a block right there behind that one, and that one as well. So let's delete that. Now at this point, guys, you're going to place 2 pieces of redstone dust right across, 2 repeaters going forward on both ends. Now place a comparator right there on the inside, just like so. And make sure those are activated as well. Then some redstone dust on the side of it. Then you're going to place a block right on top of that redstone dust, like so. So you should have this kind of image at this point. Then you're going to place a block right there with some redstone torches right on top of it. And a block on top of that as well. Fantastic. Alright, so it's really coming together. Now at this point, I want you to place a block of your choice right in front, well, behind that comparator. Then you're going to place an item frame right there. And an item frame on those blocks as well, because they have to give off a different signal to control the specific code you want to activate the system. Then you're going to add 2 blocks right on top of each other. And on the top one, you're also going to add an item frame like so. Now, once we've done that, guys, I want you to place 2 half slabs, one there, and one on each side. Awesome. Alright, guys, now you're going to do the same exact format. You're going to place 2 comparators that are activated going forward. Then you're going to place a comparator going towards that one, facing inwards on both sides, and a block right behind it. Now this is the part where it kind of gets a little different. Now you're going to place a block right in front of it, and a block on the sides of it. Then you're going to place some redstone dust right on top of both blocks. Now from this point, guys, I want you to place a half slab right there and delete that block. And create this 4x4 pattern, you see? And repeat that on the opposite end. Place 2 half slabs there, 2 more right there. And what you're going to do is you're going to place 2 repeaters right there. Comparator right in the center, well, towards the center, like so. Then you're going to place a block in front of it. Some redstone dust on the side. Like I said previously, make sure you place that block right in front. Then you're going to place a redstone torch in front of that block. Now, personally, guys, we're going to place a redstone lamp here. Which is completely optional. We're going to delete that for now. And we're going to set up our coding. Now, if you guys are going to set this up, if you're going to use 1, right, that's going to turn that off perfectly. Now, 1 is the only one that's different than the rest of the numbers. Now, that's 1, that's 2. That will be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. All right, so you guys understand what I mean when I say 1. Now, let's get back to 1. 1 is very different compared to the other numbers. Because in all honesty, you could put an item frame there, but do not put any signal or anything to give out a signal. Because to set up 1, you don't need any items to interact with that. Because no matter what you put in there, if there's an item in that item frame, it's not going to work. See? So make sure you delete that and just kind of have that empty. If you ever want to change the number, but make sure you don't put nothing on that item frame on the side. Now, the best way to set this up, guys, is first you set up the numbers you want, then you put an item frame there, and at this point, you're going to notice that the torches are going to turn off, you see? So if you get to choose, say, 3 or 4, just for example, that torch will be on. Now, just flip around the signal here until it turns off that torch, and just leave it there. I know it's not really a scientific way of proving that, but that's the best and simplest way to set this up, guys. So I'm gonna put that at 2. Let's put an item right in there, and you're gonna notice it's gonna turn off. So as you switch it around and nothing turns off but that signal, leave it there, because that's the number you want. So make sure you choose the numbers you want, like so, right? And once you chose that number, then you go place your item in that frame, you switch it around until that torch on the left turns off. Once that turns off, that's the correct signal, because every other number is not going to work, you see? Bam. Oh, you saw that, right? Fantastic. I hope that really simplified that to a degree. Now, from this point, I'm going to show you a few different cool methods to either light it up, to put a dispenser or a dropper behind it, or to even set up the note sound so that when you activate it, you get a cool sound coming from it. Now, to activate just the redstone lamp, you're going to place a redstone lamp right there in the center, 2 blocks like so, delete that, add a redstone torch in front of it. Now, back here, I'm going to show you the output. Now we're going to use it for blue. Blue blocks are the output, so make sure you place the blue block right in front of that redstone torch and some redstone dust on top. The reason for that is the redstone torch on top of it would activate it, and the redstone torch underneath will power that block, activating that as well. So you will need to turn all of them off so this could work. Now guys, you can invert the signal. You can add repeaters in front of those blocks. You can add repeaters or torches on the side of those blocks. It's pretty much your choice. I mean, that's going to be your output signal, so you can add it any which way you want to. But just bear in mind, that will be the signal to activate any system you want to activate. A door, a farm, etc. is literally your choice. Now, all you have to do just to activate that redstone lamp to give you an indication that the system works is add 3 half slabs with some redstone dust right across, connecting with the rest of the redstone dust. Now, once I change the passcode, check it out. The light's going to turn off. You see? Because that redstone dust is activating that block, which is controlling that redstone torch. Now, once you put it back to the correct code, it's going to turn on. See, perfect. That's what you want. You want a reliable, simple system. Now, if you want to add a dropper behind it so they can shoot out the item exactly when that happens, delete that block. Well, yeah, delete that for now. Add a block parallel to the one right down there. Delete that too. And you're going to add a redstone dust going towards that dropper. And you're going to delete that redstone dust. Add a block in front of it. Delete that half slab. And add a redstone torch. So that not only does it activate the dropper, it also powers it and powers the redstone lamp. So check it out. I just put my blue block inside. And we're going to switch it around so we get back to the correct code. And it's going to shoot right back at me. Check it out. See, that's what I'm talking about. So not only do you activate the code, you also get a free item if you want to set it up that way. But that's completely optional. Now, if you guys want to set up a note block system or some kind of song that gets activated when this happens, I'm going to show you what I did. But guys, you could literally set this up your own way. Now, all you have to do is add a torch, or a redstone torch is directly in the center. Delete that block. And what I want you to do is add a redstone dust right there, which is going to be powered by that redstone torch. And over here, we're going to dig down a little bit longer. And pretty much delete the blocks from one end down to the other. So let's delete these blocks as well. We're going to add a block there, and we're going to add a dirt block in front of it. A block there, and a dirt block there. A block there, and another dirt block, because we're making a 3-tone sound. Now the reason I'm using dirt blocks is for the simple fact, they tend to give off a different signal. So you're going to add a repeater there. Repeater there on 2 ticks, and another repeater right there. Then you're going to add your note blocks right there and between the other two as well. Now guys, this one right here, we're going to add that, well, we're going to activate it 7 times. Okay? That's what I did. You don't have to do it that way, but you're going to act it 7 times. Now you're going to add 2 blocks right there. Add another note block right there. And you're going to activate that one 9 times. Now bear in mind guys, you can really make up your own style, but I'm going to show you exactly what I did. It was real simple. Then you're going to add another note block there, and I've actually activated that one 13 times to really create the sound that I wanted. It's really your choice. And 13. Should be like a red color. No, what was it? No, blue color, I'm sorry. Fantastic. Now, once you set it up to your likings and your style, at this point, you could really hook up the front entrance and make your own design, guys. So feel free to pause the video, set it up to the way you want it, and the way you want to decorate it, and the design is complete. See, there you have it. And you're good to go, guys. The password is there. You could change it whenever you want, and it's silent. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.